Hello, beautiful beings. I'm here again. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just wanted to I've had some questions come in from my last video, so I wanted to add to that as well as some new downloads just for collective updates or information for the day. So I know I talked about in my last video, I highly recommend watching it, especially in regards to shifting the space around you in order to shift others and shift their energies into love or peace or joy or less conflict with yourself and anyone you're talking to. Again, when you start shifting the space around you, this isn't going to be an overnight thing about shifting others. For you, you can immediately shift your space around you. That's all about perspective and personal power and just being okay with the fact that you're powerful enough to just shift your vibration like that. And then not judging yourself for when you do shift your vibration, whatever might still be kind of lingering around, because you are now in a higher perspective that if there is still stress or anger or fear that you're observing, but you're not allowing it to attack you as much, that's okay. It doesn't mean that you have to push it out. It just means that you're observing it. And just that in itself is a healing. And then the more that you do that, the easier it'll be. And eventually that fear or stress or doubt won't be there. But in regards to shifting other people around you, that's not going to be an overnight thing. That's going to take some commitment, some practice, and some dissolvement of your judgment, some dissolvement of your ego about not being able to control people. Because again, when I say that out loud, it kind of resonates that we're not meant to control other people. It's none of our business what other people are doing. It just matters how we're perceiving things. So if we're in the mindset of, okay, I'm going over to my parents, I keep using that as an example. I love my parents. If you're watching this isn't really a true story, but for example, your friends, your family, your parents, if you're in conflict or there's some communication topic or topic you're talking about. Oh my gosh, it's 222 again. Every time I do videos here, it's 222. I do not plan that. You're in communication and some topic gets brought up that you guys have conflicting perspectives on. And you are remembering this video and you shift your energy around you into just observing and not allowing whatever they're saying to attach to you, and vice versa. And you're not creating that feedback loop. Again, watch my last video to kind of understand what I'm talking about there. I promise you at a deeper level, even if you don't see it, it is shifting the person you're in communication with. But the most important part to remember here is that sometimes when people when you start shifting someone else's vibration, their body can't really keep up with what's happening to their conscious and subconscious, like energetic levels. So their energy body is shifting because of you, but their physical body is kind of trying to keep up with that. They're like, what the heck's happening? So it might either shut them off, it might trigger them, it can happen in so many ways. It might shut that person just like down a little. What's important when that happens, or if you don't see them shift immediately, you have to remember that doesn't matter. Even if you can't see it, something deep down is starting to happen, and it will get stronger the more that you do this and practice again. But you have to be okay with the fact that it just matters what you're feeling. So in that situation, if someone starts shutting down or isn't responding the way that you want to shift them, remember, okay, I can't control and take over this person's body. I'm okay with the fact that they're not responding the way that I think they should be. Just that in itself, again, like I said earlier, is a healing. You're not placing judgment or a feedback loop. Just by you thinking that how they should shift their energy into a higher vibration, that in itself is making you have a perspective that's not serving anyone, because you're already creating that feedback loop that I talked about again. And again, we just want to get rid of all of that. We want to start from a space of neutrality and not judging anything that's happening. Understanding that it's okay to have all of our feelings about all of this, but knowing at a deeper level that we feel that this is better for ourselves. We feel better. And that in itself is just going to help heal everyone else and help them feel better. Okay. So being okay with the fact about however the conversation's going, as long as you're changing what you're doing, if you feel like you're meant to, but don't try to control what anyone else is going to do. So messages for today is we're all meant to start embracing our voices. Some of us out there's some people who are going to watch this video who you haven't really been able to pinpoint what you are judging about yourself, but I'm here to tell you, this is what my guide said, that you've been judging your voice. You've been judging, it could be physically how your voice sounds. It could be physically your confidence level about sharing information from your voice to others, or it could be judging yourself and you feel kind of like you're not supposed to be in this body. You feel like you're not supposed to be in this lifetime. Of course, it's probably because most of us watching this aren't even human at a root level. We're still getting comfortable with being in a human body, but also regardless of that, we still have a voice and we're meant to use our voice. And when you start judging yourself or thinking, ooh, I feel super uncomfortable in my body, or my voice is weird, or I'm not supposed to speak up even though I feel like I want to at a deeper level. As soon as you start doing that, all that's doing is shrinking your throat chakra. I've had many clients, about my past 2 weeks, all my clients have had some sort of throat chakra thing we've been working on. So I know, and then my guide said this is happening as a collective, is we're all meant to expand our throats. Start speaking what you're thinking. That's a big one, is obviously don't speak when you feel like you're not supposed to, but if there's some information that you know is going to help someone and the old you would have held it back because you're judging yourself, stop it. Say it. You're probably in that situation to be in a situation that makes you uncomfortable in order to grow, so that you say something that you usually wouldn't say. No matter how scary it is, even if your voice shakes when you say it, say it. Start trusting your internal guidance, because we are all meant to stop going against what feels good right now. I know there's some people who have conflicting views about that. And from one perspective, we're just in a human life and we're supposed to do things even if it doesn't feel good. And yes, that has been, and that is okay if you do that, and that's okay. But look where it's gotten us. Look at this world right now. Look at everything that's kind of happening and waking us up to, whoa, I think we've been going in the wrong direction. How we can shift that, if you're like, what can I do to help the world? What you can do is start shifting your world. Start only doing things that are in alignment with you. And if this is speaking up when you usually wouldn't have, or not talking when you usually would, that in itself is a huge, massive, like, collective and individual healing for everyone. And embracing your voice, speaking up and being proud of yourself when you do. If no one's there to cheer you on, cheer yourself on. That's a huge thing right now. And another message that they want to talk about is there's a lot of miracles coming our way. We have been collectively and individually releasing so much programming. We've been letting go of so many things that don't serve us, that as a collective and as an individual level, we're finally receiving all of these miracles, or these miracles are starting to come towards us that we have always been deserving. They've always been coming towards us. I remember in my videos, I just talk about we just have to release things in order to allow that stuff to come to us. Well, we're at the point where it's starting to come to us, and we have to be okay with that. It's not believing in miracles. We don't have to believe in miracles anymore. We know that miracles are real. At some level of us, we're like, there's things out there that are creating miracles. We have to be okay with accepting them now. We have to up our own self-worthiness. You have to be worthy of miracles and know that you're already worthy of miracles. You've done nothing wrong. Every single thing you've done in your lifetime has been for a reason, and you're exactly where you're meant to be. And you are so, so, so worthy and deserving of these miracles that are trying to come towards you. So no matter what it is, just say like, yes, thank you, I accept, I receive. Those 4 mantras were from the Sophia Code as well, or from Kyra and her practice, or whatever feels good for you. Just accept what is coming your way, because it's coming your way. Be excited about that. And if you think it's not, all that's going to do is not let it come towards you. It's super simple. This world is very simple when you start getting down to all you have to do is love everything. Again, in my last video, we are such innocent creatures, human beings, because we can shift and make galactic leaps of humanity, and up our entire consciousness level just by loving things. The fact that we can do that is so powerful. So our innocence is key. Our curiosity is key. And the ability to just accept things and to love ourselves and accept the love that we are also worthy of taking in is so important right now. So again, the 3 main things they wanted to talk about today was not trying to control other people, not trying to shift or control what happens to them, but knowing that you are doing everything you can do to shift yourself, which you know, and just have a lot of trust and faith that it will start shifting others. Don't be scared of your voice. Start using your voice, embrace your voice, and don't think others are judging you for it, because if you're not judging yourself, there's no room for others to judge you. That's just how this works. And if they try to judge you, you won't be able to comprehend or take that or let it harm you, because that's just their own shit to deal with. And then accepting miracles, because we're worthy and the miracles are here. We just have to be like, yay, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll be back soon. Love you.